I love my OCs. I really do. I think they are the coolest. But they weren't always so cool. I present to you the first ever instances of my OCs in any of my sketchbooks. Octavia Kid, Blue Jackson, Storm Forest, and Gabriel Horn. I shit you not. These lovely guys came in about 8th grade, and so much has changed since then. This difference will probably be more jarring once I've actually introduced you to the current versions of my OCs, but it's fine. Just come back and watch this again in like a few months or something. I honestly just need something to post while I fill all the gaping plot holes that are still in errivar and its lore. So, without further ado, let's start with the main girl herself, Octavia Hale, or Octavia Kid, smiley face. If you can't tell from the very on-the-nose last name, Via is... who's Via? Octavia? That's her nickname. God, how don't you know that already? You better start knowing things before I tell you from now on. Right, so, where were we? Right, Via started out as the typical main character. She was innocent, optimistic, naive, and always helped everyone with a smile. She originally came from the magical faraway land of New Jersey or some crap like that. The original Welcome to Errivar was called The Girl with the Red Eyes, and it was like your typical isekai story. 14-year-old girl who's tired of the real world gets sucked away into a magical land where she's the chosen one because I forgot that I kind of just never had a reason for that. She had red eyes and a fuck-ass bob, and that made her significant in some way. Man, I really cooked with that one, didn't I? Anyway, here she is, Octavia Kid. Honestly, so glad that she's not so annoyingly positive all the time nowadays. She was actually supposed to annoy the reader in the first half of the story with how blindly optimistic she was. Here is an actual quote from the days when Welcome to Errivar was a shitty middle school Wattpad story. Octavia considered Liam's words for a moment, and then said, "Well, you certainly are not the nicest person, wanting to kill people for fun and all, but it's okay, we all have our flaws." Man. Anyway, moving on. We have Caspian Slade, the man shrouded in mystery who broke the universe and brought tragedy and death to all of What? What's that? He was Blue Jackson? Blue Jackson. So his initials were BJ. Blue Jackson, everyone. The emo love interest who's too cool for the kingdom to handle. In this version, he killed Errivar's queen and then went into hiding on the outskirts of the kingdom. Nobody thought to go looking for him outside of the castle and the surrounding towns, I guess. Right, so then he does nothing for a long time until he's captured because he was stupid enough to take Via right into the castle where he killed the queen, the castle that's full of guards and soldiers and servants and civilians who would attack him on sight. He's supposed to be the smart one, by the way. Anyway, then Via has to convince her friends that he's not the bad guy, because they had a very meaningful few hours together where he told her all about his various war crimes. Okay, here he is. The big BJ. And now we have the token black character of any good mediocre piece of media, Storm Forest. Oh, and the non-binary queer rep. Holy minorities. Nowadays, there's Storm Sadio, an infamous witch in Errivar who uses magic from nature instead of their inherent magic powers that they were born with. But back in 8th grade, they were just the aura former. Now, I need you to think back to the quote I read by Via and think to yourselves, was I really capable of writing a character with any ounce of aura in them? If you said yes, you are wrong. Storm was a bum, just like everyone else. They could use portals, so they would show up out of the shadows, transport the gang somewhere new, and then leave. I also vividly remember getting so scared that they had straight hair. I kept looking up if black people could have straight hair, and I would crash out when I was reminded of natural black hair textures. Not because I didn't like it, but because I really wanted them specifically to have pin straight hair. I could not remember why for the life of me, but it caused me so much distress back then. Don't worry, Storm has locks now, and they're actually a pretty cool character. But here they are. Now, the moment you've all been waiting for. Gabriel Horn. He was the plot twist character. He started out as the wise mentor friend guy who ended up being the real evil villain who wanted to destroy all of Errivar. He was pure evil, and his name was Gabriel fucking Horn. Honestly, I really liked the plot twist with the villain starting out as the mentor character, but I just could never make it work. Gabriel isn't in the story anymore because boy was he hard to write. How could 8th grade me possibly have my pure innocent Octavia be led astray like that? Oh, the horror! I honestly got really lazy at this point. In case you can't tell, the quality of my drawings has been steadily decreasing as they've gone on because it's 11:43 on a Wednesday night, and I kinda just wanna go to bed. Yes, I know I could sleep and continue this later, but I don't want to. Okay, well, here he is. And here's the whole gang together. There are a few other characters that I never drew for some reason, like Liam, aka the guy who likes to kill people for fun. I don't know why he was never considered a villain. Bro, the morality in old Errivar was shit. Okay, yeah, rant over, bye.